Hi all, this is Binary Profits here. Got a new strategy for you today. It's really good, it's really easy, no indicators involved. Been doing this strategy for a few months now, 3 or 4 months, and making some good money from it. The amount of money you can make per day with this strategy is really down to yourself, depending on how sort of much time you've got to trade. At the minute I'm making anywhere between sort of £200 to £300 a day. But I do know people who are making up to £500 a day, or dollars, wherever you're from in the world, using this strategy. Like I say, it's so easy. There's no indicators involved, and there's a lot of videos out there sort of telling you to use indicators, and it's really complicated. It's really hard to try and sort of find your entry points. This is not like that. So easy to just crack on and do the trades without having to worry really knowing what you're doing. You can make some fast profits from it, and you know you should start seeing your balance grow quite rapidly as you go through this strategy. You will need to have IQ option for this strategy, basically because we're going to be using a $1 or £1 starting trade, and this is the only broker that currently offers such a low starting trade. I mean, there's a lot of brokers out there that only let you do 20 or £25 trades, but IQ option isn't like that. They let you do $1 or £1 trades depending on where you're from. It's got some good payouts. IQ option, as you can see at the minute, it's nearly 7 o'clock on Friday evening, and we are getting 82% profit on Euro USD. And they've got some really fast withdrawals as well. I can withdraw one morning at 8 in the morning, and then by the afternoon, I use Skrill. By the afternoon, the money's in my Skrill account, so they're really quick. They do say it could take up to 3 days, but it's relatively quick. So let's talking now. Let's get cracking. Let me go through and let you know what the strategy is. So basically, what it is that we're going to be using a Martingale system, just like you would in roulette if you was betting on it being even or odd or red or black. If you lose, you double your trade, and then eventually you get a winning bet on roulette, and then you take your profit that you started with. Obviously, because you're not getting 100% profit like you would at roulette, we have to mod the strategy, Martingale strategy, a little bit. But basically, I'll explain that as we go along. So every time we lose, we are basically ineffectively doubling our trade, to obviously account for the deficit that we've made, and obviously still make a profit when we get a winning trade. So instead of obviously going from $1 or £1 to $2 to 4 to 8 to 16, and basically the price sort of trade structure goes from $1 or £1 to $3 to $8 to $18 to $40 to $88 to $191. I can only say with this strategy I've never ever got to the £191 trade. I've only ever got to the £88 trade, and it was successful. And like I said, I've been doing this for a few months now, and I've never got that far. So I'm just going to run through here and just basically sort of show you how we do it. So basically, another thing that we need to know in this strategy is that we're going to call and put differently each time we have a trade. So irrespective of whether it's a winning or losing trade, we'll always go in a different direction in the next trade. So one trade will go call, the next one will be put, then call, then put, then call, then put, alternatively like that, irrespective whether we lose or win. So you're always going in a different direction on every trade that you do. So basically, like I say, IQ option, just going to go for just a normal area chart type. We're going to be using obviously 60 seconds, sort of 90-second trades. and we're just literally going to just trade in one direction. I've called here, hoping for the trade to go up by the time the expiry finishes here. So you can see we've got 44 seconds left. Obviously we've gone up, so we're in the money at the minute. And basically what we do, we will leave the trade and wait for it to finish. Obviously if you haven't got an IQ option account, I've put a link below this video that you can click, take you straight to their website where you can sign up. They do offer some bonuses on your first deposit. It's up to you, you can do this depending on how much you deposit. Obviously depends on how much of a bonus they give you, but be careful, you do have to wager that bonus before you can withdraw it. Your initial deposit does increase, but you have to wager it before you can obviously withdraw their profits. So if you want to sort of withdraw all your money straight away, that was a winning trade. What we do now is, because obviously it's a winning trade, we stay at the same price and we go completely in a different direction. So just while this is running, I'll just continue what I was saying. So if you don't want to do the bonus and you want to withdraw your funds straight away, don't take the bonus. It's just a simple tick box that you can click to refuse the bonus, and you obviously just trade with the money that you deposited. But like I say, if you do want a little bit more of a balance, then go with the bonus. And I think I did a £250 deposit, and I think I got up to about £130, £140 bonus, and I had to wager £3 before I could withdraw any of that money. So be careful with the bonuses, but click the link below, take you straight to their website, and you can sign up for an account there. So this one looks like it's going to be a winning trade again. Yes, it is. So obviously we're going to continue doing the $1 or £1 trades, but obviously we've got to go in a different direction each time. As you can see, obviously I'm on 3 trades now, and I went from call to put, and I've obviously gone back to call again. I would like to get some losing trades here, just so I could show you the staking ladder that I use, and obviously that will get you back to the profits that you would have made if you obviously had a winning trade every single time. If you do constant trades, back to back, you could potentially be doing a trade every minute. So doing a £1 or $1 trade, you could be literally making $60 an hour. I don't know about you, but that's a considerable amount of more an hour I would earn in the factory. So obviously we had a losing trade there, so what we're going to do, we're going to quickly change straight into the £3, and we're going to go in a different direction. Obviously we're going to hope it goes down this time, and obviously we get £2.10 profit if this trade wins, and it will take us back up to where we would have been if that initial $1 trade won. So obviously we're at the money at the minute. We've got 25 seconds left, and we just wait for it to finish. So we're level at the minute. Back in the money, a few seconds left. So it's finished there. So you can see we're back up to 102. So we've been trading 5 minutes here, and we nearly made £3 profit. Obviously it doesn't seem a lot. Obviously go back to the £1, and you want to go a different way. Obviously it doesn't seem a lot, but if you're doing that for a few hours a day, you soon see your balance start rising. And option not purchased that time, because sometimes it doesn't let you open your trade if it's too close to the purchase expiry time. So we're just going to go up here again and obviously get back in the money. Obviously just wait for this to finish. Obviously in this strategy you must remember to obviously go with a different direction every trade, irrespective of whether it's a winning or losing trade. Go different every time. Like I say, if it's a losing trade, the pricing ladder is from £1 to £3 to £8 to £18 to £40 to £88 to £191. Like I said, I've never ever got to that seventh trade, that £191. Never ever got there. Only ever got to £88 2 or 3 times. But obviously, if you do win on any of them trades, you go straight to back where you started and onto the £1 trades. And you'll start seeing your balance suddenly creep up rapidly if you start doing this for a few hours a day. Wait for this trade to finish. There is another thing I just want to mention to you. So we just popped out the money right at the end there. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go back into the $3. We're going to go in a different direction. Just having a bit of trouble here, right kids? It's never happened before, that has it? Well, we've got it now. One thing I will say is, obviously, if you start doing a few losing trades, you'll obviously start to see your balance start creeping down. Don't be alarmed, and don't deviate from the strategy. When I first started doing that, this is one thing I did do, and I, lost some money doing it. Luckily, I caught it back, but never deviate from the strategy. Always keep going in a different direction every time you trade, and that way you're always going to make a profit, even if there's a strong down or up trend. Because you're going in a different direction every trade you place, you're always going to catch that trend, irrespective of whether it's the first or second trade of the sequence that you're doing. You're always going to catch that trend, because you're either going to go up or down. If it's a downtrend, you're always going to be placing a down trade, so you're always going to catch that downtrend. If it's an uptrend, you're always in that sequence going to be placing an up trade, so you're always going to catch that uptrend. It's looking like this one's going to be out the money again. So our next trade will be a £8 trade in a up direction. So as you can see, that's obviously a losing trade. I will try and get rid of this position closed. So obviously we're going to change the trade amount to £8, and we're going to obviously call. So you can see it's gone in here. We're in the money at the minute. We've got 38 seconds left. IQ option does offer the option to sell your trade early. Don't do that. Leave it. Let every trade run, because obviously you want maximum profit. You don't want to be taking and selling, or else you will never catch back that profit that you would have made if every trade that you made was consecutively successful. You want to obviously make sure you get maximum profits, so your balance gets back up to where it would have been. So you can see that one was in the money. Just by doing this for 10 minutes now, we're nearly up to £5 profit, just by going in different directions every time using a modified Martingale strategy. IQ seems to be having a few a few problems tonight. Saying the price has changed when I put in. This doesn't usually happen. I've never seen this before. There must be a lot of users on a Friday night doing this. So it's not letting me go back in now. So you can see the strategy. You know how it works. I'll put a brief description, obviously, of how we're going to do it below. It, you know, obviously after the video is gone, check out the description. I'll sort of briefly describe, you know, how we're going to do it, and basically you can follow it and make some good profits from it. We've got 30 odd seconds left on this trade. We're in the minute significantly. As you can see, Euro USD's now dropped down 70% profit, so we don't really want to be going in to a market that is offering 70% profit. You want to be really going around the 80% mark, really, or else you're not really going to be catching your profits back if you start going to the sort of the 18 to the 40 pound trades in your sequence. When this trade finishes, I'll show you how to change your currency pairs or your asset. So it's a winning trade. As you can see, we're above a 5 now. We've made a £5 profit in about 10 minutes. So just before I go, if you click in here, obviously you got turbo and binary. You don't want to be using the binary because they're extended expiration times. You want to be using turbo because that's where you get your 60-second, 90-second trades. As you can see now, Euro USD is dropped down to, if we just scroll down here, 70% profit. Don't really want to be using anything that's got 70% profit. You want to be using 80 at least. So we're going to obviously go to USD and OK, and we can see we're getting 83% profits now. Like I say, you want to be using the turbo option because that's where you're getting 60 and your 90-second trades. You can see here the next expiry is at 7:10, 1 minute 3 left. Here you obviously change your trade amount, here where you call and put, and you can also obviously see your trading history where you can see the profits you made, and obviously you can see here the profits we've been making. That's it from me. Any problems, just make a few comments and I'll come back to you and help you out and fix whatever problems you're having. Happy trading, and I hope you make some big profits.